look like Saquon.
It is a bright, sunshiny day here in the desert Southwest, and the temperature comfortable enough that they said, hey, let's open the roof. That's what they've done here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep, and he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
230. Hey, alert, 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 alert. 80 weapons.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very...
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because... This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from.
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, Drake. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long trip.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here.
Check it back, check it. Watch 98. 98's the money. You better bring it. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Good. Watch the twist. Check it.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll run with Samuels. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Running to start the drive is Samuels. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Black 20. Easy.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
He'll live to fight another down, right?
Murray going to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's Switzer. Breaks through the contact. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
In the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Like 5. First down. We own them.
On first down, it's Samuels. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Jack 16.
From the 31, Roethlisberger. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's Murray from midfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and he's going to go down again. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Check.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Right now, let's go. Check right.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Check right.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now Murray off play action. Able to find Isabella. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Throwing on first down is Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Running from the shotgun with Dre. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun on third down, Murray. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 43 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray doing it himself from 9 yards out, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And his throw is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. First down, Murray. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off the defense. He ran a 4-3. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 81 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Roethlisberger, and he fends him off. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal, don't necessarily need a touchdown. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. Flush to his right. Going deep for Hopkins. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 36 yards on the play. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. 15 yards. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Right within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw off. up. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jordan Phillips make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
They go play action, so they will look to throw. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Drake. Space to run past the 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. They'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through, all the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Forced out to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Arizona, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4.
I'ma shine out, working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freezer. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You said that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm really need down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not
crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard